How's it going, folks? Welcome back to World of Warcraft, The War Within. Urtago.
Speak freely.
It is done. Now is my time to take care and face the upcoming challenges of Morning Rise. I will miss Corgrin. I think this is going to be my new think-through spot. When I need a zephyr of fresh air to clear my head, or when I will need a listening ear. The weight of duty.
Our lives are our own.
I am now the caretaker of Morning Rise. At last, I feel the weight of this new responsibility on my shoulders. It is a great honor, but one I must prepare myself for. Please, help me complete one final task, and then I will be ready. Meet me back at Fallside Outpost.
May your choices return you here.
With Corgrin's shutdown, I am the caretaker of Morning Rise. The Unbound will look to me to protect their legacies. It is a duty I must uphold alone, but before you go, please help me just one more time. Meet me at the outpost. Okay. Yes, I agree, it was a beautiful quest. Very tough to get through, I gotta say. I think probably a lot of us may have experienced something like that, or if you haven't, you know, maybe you felt that along the way. Probably one of the best quests I've gone through in all my time playing through World of Warcraft. Seems like it must have been personal to the person that wrote it, or...
Ah, a new experience.
There is one task I must execute to formally become the new caretaker. I would appreciate your help. Please take one of our new memorial placards and heat it in the forge. You can quench it in the oil basin outside to temper it. Afterward, my name will be inscribed on the placard. It is an ancient tradition, one that I intend to uphold. I'm ready to help.
Returning to task.
Before,
Goodbye.
I told you that I had mostly assumed Corgrin's directives, but now I see that is not true. What? That is not true. Okay. It was a little bit fast, I just missed it. I got the placard. Placard heated. I did the work, but never bore the burden. That was Corgrin. Too fast, too fast. That was part of his directive, but now I know it is something I must learn. Corgrin went into stasis young for our standards. I wonder if it was too fast. Too soon, Executus. I wonder if it was because the duty weighed upon him. I may need an assistant soon as well. It is an honor to be a caretaker, but also a dutiful burden. This memento is a reminder of what our work means, of what we truly preserve.
What path brought you here?
A memorial placard inscribed with Urtago's name.
Follow no directives.
You
but
brought
your
Corgrin
own.
peace in his final moments, and now you have helped me fill his absence. Your aid will not be forgotten.
May all paths be open to you.
Remember me, Irvin. She going inside?
Our forged paths intertwine.
It is good to see you, Scene. It is nice of you to visit me. I appreciate Corgrin so much more now that I am the caretaker. There is so much work to do. I have to get myself an apprentice one of these days.
Journey far
Alright.
and safe.
Glad to be of service. Now, so we got to the meadery. Let's finish up these little side quests. which aren't so little, but well worth the time. Let's get this guy. Warphorn's resilient chestplate. 490. It's got more haste. It's got less versatility. Almost there. We're almost there. Almost at the point where we can start replacing pieces. Alright, I've come back. I heard there's a strange rider out by the gates. Do you mind taking a look, Elf? See if they need help? It's like bloody Hobbiton. It's like Hobbit music. We're back in the Shire.
Conversation initiated.
Otwin sent you. Probably misses my help brushing out the rooks. But there's something amiss here in Rambleshire. There should be a storm overhead. Been visible from Dornagal for as long as I can remember. Without the storm, I fear that local Mosswall operation is in trouble.
Titans be your guide.
Power predators. Okay, so there's a little bit more than a breadcrumb quest. Thunderhead Peak normally boasts a perpetual storm from which the local moss walls draw energy. Without it, the poor deers look to be listless and near dead on their feet. That makes them easy pickings for predators. To get moss production back on track, we'll need to get to the bottom of the missing storm. But first, we need to beat back these predators before they turn the moss walls to gravel.
Fly high, strike true.
Sleepy sheep. The energized moss that these flocks produce is a favorite treat for the Stormrooks, but with the storm gone, the rams are lethargic, vulnerable, and no longer producing. We may not be able to conjure a storm, but we could offer the moss walls a motivating zap. See if you can find a lodestone that would hold a charge, then bring it here to Shroudbender, so she can get it loaded up.
Winds and wings carry you.
I'll head into the village to find someone who knows what's going on with this storm. The lack of one, rather. Alright, you do that. Shroudbender, stay here for now. I don't want you spooking the livestock. Shroudbender. Alright, so let's find this stone. And slay some predators. Lodestone acquired. Let's get it charged up. I meant charge it up, not charge me up. And give him a little zapping. There's the predators. Dun, dun, dun. Charge it up. Don't lick me, what the heck? This guy trying to lick me. Get that victory rush going. Ten out of 10. Still got a lot of work to do on that sacred connection. Being 355 out of 500. Needing another 145 still. Alright, sheep are charged. You're telling me the storm's gone on an account of a missing ram? Not just any ram. The ram?
Nothing like the wind in your crags.
The lodestone should hold just enough of a charge to give the moss wolves the motivation they need to return to their corrals. It won't help hurt them.
Trust in the edicts.
Sleepy sheep. The moss wolves look like they have a bit more prep. Hopefully they'll start producing again soon. If the storm comes back, that is. Rancher Stenspore believes he knows why the storm is missing. He claims 2 legendary ram brothers re-energize the storm once a year. Just not this year, for some reason.
Back to the Stormrooks.
Power predators. That should buy the ranchers and their flock some time while we figure out what's going on with the missing storm. No storm means no moss, which means grumpy stormrooks. According to the locals, the storm is born of 2 legendary rams butting heads atop Thunderhead Peak. They think one of them went missing, if you can believe that.
Conversation terminated.
Head rancher, lost lord of the storm. Listen well, stranger. Once a year, the great Ram Durzan, lord of the southern storm, crosses the isle to meet his brother, Belts, on Thunderhead Peak. The clash of their horns heralds the storm and brings prosperity for another year. But something is wrong. Durzan has not come back, and the skies have cleared. The Storm Rider may not believe, but I sense you have seen wilder things. Ask around if you have any doubts. Just please help us find Durzan.
May all paths be open to
You really believe 2 rams make the storm? Hare and Otzan, yes. But if their horns don't clash, the storm's abate. You've seen this with your own eyes, or heard more than seen, and felt more than heard. Codswallop, hey? Alright, let's see. Let's see what they say. Rancher Langan.
Communication in... Oh, sorry.
Pleased to meet you, stranger.
Hello.
Mind the rams and make yourself at home. Ask about Durzan. I imagine he crossed the by land. We'd have found massive hoof prints in the fields. Maybe he can fly.
Our lives are our own.
The soundtrack, I think, is available on Spotify now. If you have access to that, I'm sure you can find it on other places as well, but
drives you?
it's a good one. Give it a listen. While you're listening to it right here. The old tales say he draws strength from the sea, while his brother Belts draws upon the sky, and then they meet in the space between atop Thunderhead Peak.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Rancher Buhisan. They say he avoids Dark Hazard when he comes, as that's his brother's territory, just as Belts avoids entering Darwazdan when they meet in the south.
Our lives are our own.
Whoops. Durzan found? Ah. There you are. And there's... Shadow Vanguard soldiers everywhere, and you're stuck. tear that apart. Let you free. Off you go, Dozan. Oh, he bowed. Go on. Get out of here. Go butt some heads. That is one big ram.
What path brought you here?
You found him, but why hasn't he gone to the mountain? And why does he look so forlorn?
Journey far and safe.
They're Moss Algrain. You say Nerubians had him? Not sure what they wanted with old Dozan, but he looks weakened by the ordeal. We can't have that if he's to challenge his brother's belts on the mountain. The moss harvested from our flocks gives the storm rooks a kick, so Dozan might benefit from it as well. Collect a bushel's worth and make it an offering, and if moss wolves get ornery, be sure to put them in their place.
May your choices return you here.
I've studied accounts and stories of the first. Some say they were pulled into our world by the great clashes of lightning. How did it go again? The brothers brawl tall sundered skies? A jagged scar that screams and sings comes soaring, storms on crackling wings on crackling wings. I wish Baelgrim could be here for this. Let's get you electrified. Knock it off. Hey, cut it out. Cut it out. Six of eight. Stop that. Stop it, you. Go back. Alright. Oh, fine. I executed that thing with that massive sword. Still alive though. Feed dozen. That's it, buddy. Gobble it up. Well now, that did him right. Dude is charged up.
Welcome, Outlander.
Well, that seemed to do the trick. I think he's ready to return to his brother on Thunderhead Peak.
Let's commit our meeting to memory.
Rook Tender, Thunderhead Butt. Dozan looks hale and hearty again. That moss packs a real punch. I have a sense that he's ready to go. I just wish we had more time. I have so many questions, but the greatest of those questions will be answered when he reaches the peak. We shouldn't send him up there alone, but I think he trusts you to take him.
Returning to task.
Hey, wait for me. Am I gonna go for a ride? Oh, okay, he wants me to follow. Let me mount up then. You gonna fight? Are we fighting? I guess we're fighting. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah! 361, 362. I hope that's it for Sacred Connection. I hope when I get another quest I said now get 1,000. Only because like every mob is my enemy. Because I need to get these items from them. So they all got a bar on. Because even though I'm not in combat, but they are like a quest mob. See, even the yellow ones. So I'm hoping that this is the end of it. Oh, there they go. There you go. Our blood for her. Horn of the Hills. This ancient tablet has been eroded by both time and weather alike. Many of the words appear to be missing. From far off, we earthen climb. To our sights we planned, and there we found creatures stone. Horns were curved and grand. While stone grazed, two crests had clashed, with no ire in there. Our quarries shook the mountains, their crashing by all. As brothers, their clashing rang, their horns had the sky. Atop of blooming hills, a wanderer stood by. Verdant eyes she peered within, there with life aflame. Those slate and their hides were made, their spirits claimed, scribed by Frey, Drin. Fill in the blanks, folks. Do it again. Drop your answers in the comments. Alright, so we can turn this in. It worked! You did it!
Have need of a storm rook?
The legends were true. The storms, the rooks, and these rams, they're all connected. I have so much more to learn, but thank you for setting me on this path.
Trust in the edicts.
What's next for you, Storm Rider? Not a Storm Rider, just a rook tender, but I'd say on a bit if I could. I can feel some kind of connection here. To the storm, perhaps. If the storms are where the rooks first came from, then I need to know more. She feels a connection, okay. Reigns forever. Alright, cool. So that's done. Now we're going to go over this way. I gotta say, I had no intention of doing side quests, but I'm really liking these side quests. So I think this is going to be a fairly comprehensive series. As long as it keeps up like this. But yeah, really enjoyed hanging around the up here on the Isle of Dawn. So far so good, folks. Alright, so we had a quest to take out that clown. The Boroughbreaker. Slay Boroughbreaker stick car in the Isle of Dawn. For crimes impending the edicts of Donegal, the council has deemed a reward be yielded to any who's slain. Let's just beat the crap out of this thing. It's up to no good. Unleash the fury. Delvers call fungal folly. Okay. We're going into another delve, folks. That's right, there was one over here. Which I was wondering if I was going to get a quest to take me into it. Seems like the time is nigh. In fact, the time is here. Let's get rid of some of these. That'll just come back anyway. So I can do tier 3, recommended for adventurers who want a greater challenge. Enemies have more health, deal increased damage, and grant 15% more experience. Additional traps and challenges may appear. Well, we kind of... yeah, okay, let's try it out. Rescue a group of earthen miners who have been captured by Fungarians. We've got reports of Fungarians returning to a place they've dubbed Fungal Folly. Support is needed to clear these mushroom menaces out of the area to avoid them spreading any further. In we go. Wait. In we go. Wait. In we go. You're saying all of your colleagues got captured by Fungarians? Every last one of them. Unable to execute a rescue mission myself.